morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon to those of you in the Eastern time zone. Might be a few of you. It is a cool morning here in Gallatin, Tennessee, the heart of Middle Tennessee, where today's doubleheader action between the Vol State Pioneers and the Glen Oaks Vikings down from Centerville, Michigan. Their final day in Tennessee before they head back tonight. Been down here just a little less than a week. Played Motlow State last Tuesday in a doubleheader. Doubleheader yesterday against Vol State. And Tennessee has not been kind to their record. They're 0-4. And this will be the 7th and 8th time in about a year that these two teams have hooked up. So far, Vol State's got the better of Glen Oaks' 6-0 record against the Vikings. And we do have sunshine and a lot less wind today than we had yesterday. So had a good number of you watching and listening on the Vol State Sports Network yesterday, and hope to have a bunch of you back today, as game time is at noon Central in about 10 minutes. This is Tim Reese. I'm joined again by Connor Cantillo, who is directing. And he brought snacks today. He's ready, got his sweatshirt on. He's not going to be caught lacking food-wise today. Aaron Higgins back on the microphone here as he was yesterday for game one. Not in uniform today, but he also brought sustenance for the crew, actually. He's got some PB&Js ready, and as you might expect, the press box is filling up with players who want to stay warm. The pitching stat crew has moved upstairs into the press box. Got plenty of heat for all these guys. Do have the window open for good camera shots and hopefully have some good baseball here. This is Tim Reese on the Vol State Sports Network. Also a couple of basketball doubleheaders across the parking lot that will be carried on the Vol State Sports Network as well. Chief Engineer A.J. Fawson handling the production over there. It is Alumni Day as they will take on the Walter State Senators, the number one team in both men's and women's basketball, and both teams are ranked in the top 20 in the country. So some good basketball across the way. Let's get the Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups. Let's get to the Vikings with a record of 0-4, coached by Tucker Waddops. He's assisted by Phoenix Elkins, who's the bench coach, also handles catchers. I'm not sure. I don't think he drives the team bus. I think they have an actual bus driver. They're driving a big 55-passenger bus around town. Braden Becker will lead off again. He's going to play center field. Eric Marin's the DH. He hits second. Logan O'Malley back in right field. In the three-hole, Caleb Mallory, cleanup hitter, playing third base. Devin, that rhymes with Kevin, thanks to an email from Brian already before we get started today. He is batting fifth, and behind the plate, Jace Gray at second base hits sixth. Oliver Nyson at first base, batting seventh. The eight-hole hitter, Vincent G. Brad in left field. Dominic Anarino at shortstop, and he hits ninth. And on the mound, a right-hander, Colin Yoder, 6'5", 205-pound sophomore from Goshen, Indiana. A year ago, 12 appearances, 6 starts at a 5-3 record. 4.95 ERA in 2025. That was one of the top innings eaters. Actually, the most innings. Take that back. Andrew Anegbu had 60. 56 innings for Yoder. He started in one of the games a year ago here against Vol State. Took the loss, 3 innings, 4 hits, 8 runs, only 4 earned. Struck out 2, walked 5. So this is his second time on the mound here at Pioneer Field at the Tim Garrett Baseball Complex. Now the starting lineup for the home team, the Vol State Pioneers, with a record of 2-1. Noah Rice leads off playing center field. Braden Baker back at second base, hitting second. Easton Denning in the 3-hole, playing first base. Tucker Smith back after a little scare on what looked like a hamstring issue yesterday. Left game 2 in the first inning. He's DHing, hitting cleanup. Hudson Blank batting fifth, playing left field. Tucker Lorenz in the shortstop position, leading the club in hitting. Well, take that back. Jonathan Stewart's still at the 500 mark. Tucker at 400. He's playing shortstop, batting sixth. Anakin Jack Armstrong at third base, batting seventh. Jaden Perez in right field. He'll hit eighth, and batting ninth, Jonathan Stewart, playing in his third game. And he'll be catching Nick Godsey, freshman right-hander from Indianapolis, Indiana. His first start against Gadsden State Community College on Tuesday. He went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run that was earned, did not walk a batter. Struck out 1, but he plunked 2. Did not figure in the decision. Saw his parents, Paul and Suzanne, are here in attendance down from Indianapolis. Paul said there's 10 inches of snow still up there in Indianapolis, as Nick is the second Godsey to play here at Vol State. They have 2 boys. Both of them have played their junior college baseball right here. Nick is 5'11", 170-pound right-hander from Southport High School, business administration major. Talk about Landon a little bit later on in our alumni spotlight. Got a grandpa and Wanda are in Terre Haute, Indiana. And a grandma in Newcastle, Indiana. Hope they're listening in on the big screen. Probably not on the back porch by the pool today. Nevertheless, I'm sure they're tuning in. There's Papa Hop right there. He's checking to make sure his grandson's been coming to D group. Jack Lester, who got the last 2/3 innings in yesterday, and got the save in game 1. And Jim McGuire's back for his 5th year at Vol State. He's assisted by Trevor Mutzi, who's the pitching coach in his 2nd year. Gabe Jennings is in his 1st year as the volunteer assistant coach. President of Vol State, Dr. Wendy Tostenson, in her 2nd year. Athletic Director Bobby Hudson in his 40th year with the school, either as that's not as a student. He was also a student here, but that is as an employee. I think he left maybe for a year or 2, but 40 years ago he started his quest at Vol State, coach, and been for the last 20 years the athletic director. And just in January, Vol State hired an assistant athletic director from within, Justin McKinney, longtime trainer for the Pioneers, has added in the role of assistant athletic director. Brad Swope is the trainer for the Pioneers. You see the coaches meeting at home plate with our umpires. Christian Moffitt will be behind the plate for game 1 on the bases. Carson Jones. Christian Moffitt is an official, an umpire in Conference USA and the Ohio Valley Conference typically, but those are D1 school conferences and they haven't started yet. So next weekend he'll be on the road, he said. It's about national anthem time. That means Aaron Higgins is going to have to fire up our Star Spangled Banner, and we'll have to take a break. We won't be able to carry the national anthem. So we'll be back with some action here with first pitch after we return. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network. And Aaron Higgins says,
Play ball.
play ball. Nick Godsey on the mound for his second start of his college career. Had a fantastic fall season coming in as a two-way player. Excellent on the mound. Pitched in 10 games, started 5 of those in the fall. 16 innings, that led the club in the fall season. Also 29 strikeouts in those 16 innings. 2.25 ERA, and batting average against was just a meager 175 at a 46% strikeout rate. Paul Godsey told me last fall, his dad said that he struck out more batters in his classification in high school than anyone else in the state of Indiana. He's not a big guy, but got a very, very sharp breaking pitch when it's working well. Doesn't overpower you with the fastball, but he can get it up there. He's up there in the upper 80s, isn't he? 7 to 9, 7 to 8-ish. Got a bunch of pitchers up here. They're typically the weaker of the players. Aaron Higgins says, isn't that right? That's why they seek the warmth right here. Aaron Higgins, the only position player in the press box, but he's injured. Just kidding. I'm an old catcher, and that's why you have to be smart as a catcher, because pitchers are, well, they're pitchers. And then you got to really be careful of the left-handed ones. We don't have any of them up here, though. So we got one email already from Brian Castro. He's hanging out up in Michigan. Jane, his wife. Clark with a K. And I'm going to go Mina, not Mina. Mina, the younger sisters of Devin Castro, the catcher for Glen Oaks. And there's a host of other family members down in Texas. Harmony, Papa, Grumpy, and the rest of the fam hanging out in Texas. Now the question is, Brian, where in Texas? Texas is a big country down there. I formerly lived in Tyler, Texas. I lived there all my life except for God moving us back home here to Middle Tennessee 28 years ago. And another pitcher comes into the press box. That's right. We could sell tickets. First pitch coming in, and it is that breaking pitch from Nick Godsey at 12:02 for a strike one to get us started to Braden Becker. Game time temperature brought to you by Accurate Mortgage. 39 degrees, feels like 32. Another breaking pitch sniffs at that outside corner, and Becker down in the count 0-2. Braden, 6 foot, 190 pound sophomore from Elkhart, Indiana. Able to hold up on a sharp slider that misses low and away. Becker led the club last year in hitting, 394. Played in all 45 games. 54 hits, that led the Vikings. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off to the right side. That'll get over toward the maintenance shed and off of the roof. A lot of remodeling going on around here on the campus. None more important than the new gutters that have been put on the dugout roof. Breaking pitch lands a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got new, is it roofs or roofs? I think it's roofs. It's hoof and hooves, but I think it's roofs. Full count Ministries, full count to the first batter. Godsey did not walk a batter down at Gadsden, Alabama. Got some new brickwork down in the bullpen as well. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and driven out to right center field. Becker's got him a base hit. Perez over to cut it off. Becker is not holding up. He's going, and he's going to head first slide into second base. Throw was cut off. And the relay not in time. Becker with the leadoff double. Vikings only had 5 hits in yesterday's doubleheader. None were for extra bases. Eric Marin steps in. He's the DH. Bunting. And that ball was tipped. And that one caught a little bit of Stewie. Not Stewie, Stu. I keep forgetting we got two Stewarts. Let's flare out of that one a little bit. Coach McGuire's going to come out. I don't think Trainer is here. Brad Swope probably getting some basketball players ready, and that might have gotten Jonathan in an unmentionable place. That does not affect softball players. It's not the first time I've seen Jonathan Stewart laying on his back like that, though. I covered him during the summer for his summer collegiate team, and if you're behind the plate for any amount of innings, you're going to catch a ball in a wrong spot right there. I trust that he is suitably protected. Matter of fact, I think he missed an entire week for the full count rhythm due to a situation very similar to this. I would guess his dad, Todd, is here. I wonder if he's wearing flip-flops today. He was wearing them Tuesday down at Gadsden. Can't call him Stewie anymore. Nathan Stewart, who's one of the pitchers up in the press box. Found out yesterday he's Stewie. Jonathan is Stu. Runner at second. 0-1 count to Marin, the DH. We are back to playing baseball. Throw back to second. Lorenz makes the grab and the tag. Becker said he was on the bag. Sunny day. Jaden Perez got the glove in his face shielding out in right field as the fastball comes high and tight. Hudson Blanks in left. Noah Rice in center. Jaden Perez in right. Anakin Jack Armstrong in third. Tucker Lorenz at short. Braden Baker is at second. Easton Denning in his 55th consecutive game starter at first base. Jonathan Stewart catches strike two as Marin swings through the fastball. There's Brad Swope, the trainer. Good job, Brad. Show up after our first injury. Brad wasn't going to do anything different than Coach McGuire did. I'm going to tell you that right now. Breaking pitch lands inside. So Justin McKinney and Brad Swope will have to handle two different venues today as athletic trainers. 2-2 pitch. Logan O'Malley's on the on-deck circle. The 2-2 offering. Swung on and missed. Godsey picks up a strikeout for out number one.
Logan O'Malley.
Logan O'Malley stands in. He's the right fielder, left-handed hitter. 5'7", 160-pound sophomore from Warsaw, Indiana. First pitch looked like a changeup outside. O'Malley moving up in the lineup. 1 for 4 in the doubleheader yesterday. A couple of strikeouts in game one. Now on a 2-0 count. Drew 1 walk in yesterday's game. 5 hits, 7 runs for Glen Oaks. There's a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. Pioneers won game one 8-4. That went the full 7 innings. Game 2 shortened to 4.5 innings as Pioneers took advantage of 12 walks in game 2. Swung on and fouled off to the left. Had 9 hits, 12 walks, scored 18 runs. Walked away with an 18-3 victory in game 2. Here, the The wind kicking up just a little bit. 2-2, another foul ball. Over toward the alumni patio. On deck, Caleb Mallory. O'Malley hit .303 a year ago. He's trying to set the record for most foul balls in an at-bat. He's way short right now. I could say a number, say it with confidence, authority. It'd be totally wrong. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts for Nicholas Godsey.
Number 15, Caleb.
Now 2 are out after the leadoff double by Braden Becker. Caleb Mallory playing third base. Played shortstop in game 1 yesterday. Started game 2 at short, moved over to third. He's looking for his first hit of the series, 0 for 5. Takes a called strike. Mallory hit .338, played in 44 games a year ago. Led the club in runs scored, doubles, home runs, and RBIs. Fouls that one. I think that one got a piece of Jonathan Stewart behind the plate. Either that or Christian Moffitt took it. Home plate umpire. And Godsey's ahead in the count. Just getting started. Game 1 of a doubleheader. 0-2. Drilled out to the same spot the first one was. That's going to get down in there for an RBI single for Caleb Mallory. Going the opposite way on Godsey.
Now batting, number 32, Devin Castro.
Vikings lead 1-0. And Devin Castro steps to the plate. Caught game 2 yesterday and played in both. He was a DH of game 1. Strike called, throw down to second is short, and there's a stolen base for Mallory. Strike to Castro. Castro had a hit in each game yesterday, had 2 of the 5 hits. And 2 for 5. Don't know what the stats are for them for the Motlow doubleheader. Those were not posted as of last night. So 2 outs and another runner in scoring position. Godsey trying to get out of it, and he does with another devastating breaking pitch. Strikes out the side, but allows a double and a single. And Glen Oaks takes the early lead 1-0. Take a break and be right back after this message from Volunteer State. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At Vol State, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at Vol State are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
Is counting on me.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now,
Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers.
if you're pursuing the CIT program at Ball State, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Colin Yoder. Oaks. I want to say last year there was another Yoder. Maybe his brother that was on the roster. I only see one Yoder this year. 6'5", 205 pounds, Goshen, Indiana.
Leading off, number 22, Noah Rice.
And leading off, Noah Rice from Station Camp High School by way of Belmont University in Nashville. Noah 2 for 7 in the 2 games that he's played so far. A couple of RBIs hit in each game. Leading off, batting left-handed. Takes ball 1 outside. Rice swings through. 5'11", 180-pound redshirt freshman from right here in Gallatin, Tennessee. Business major. Son of Jacoby and Karen Rice. Brother to Eli and Silas. Takes a breaking pitch and slides just inside. Hello to Granddaddy and Nana, as well as Meemaw. All live right here in Gallatin. Chopper to the right side. Jace Gray gloves and throws over to Oliver Nyson for out number 1.
Now batting, number 3, Braden Baker.
Braden Baker steps in. 4 for 12 in the 3 games he's played. Got a double, a triple, 3 RBIs. Hitting .333. See how I did that quick math there, Connor? Change up, misses upstairs. Baker is a transfer from Murray State, Eagleville High School, 2-time TBCA Player of the Year in, I think they're single A. Won 2 championships, gets jammed right there, pops it up to the left side. Shallow left field, in comes left fielder Vincent G. Brad. He calls off Anarino, route number 2.
Coming to plate, number 14, Easton Dennis.
We got an echo going on now. What did Moosey do? He come up here. We got an echo going on in that PA. Easton Denning stands in. 4 for 11. Got a triple, a home run. Leads the club with 5 RBIs. Led it last year with 61. Takes a breaking pitch for a called strike. He led the club in RBIs with 61, batting average .344. Extra base hits, he had 28 of those. He was tied in the conference lead with doubles with 22. Had 62 hits. And the most at-bats of anybody on the Pioneer Club last year. 6th in the conference with those 61 RBIs, and that's saying something. Walter State was the top hitting team in the country last year. They probably were, I'm going to guess, 7 of 10 last year in batting average on the conference. There's a drive into center field. That's going to get down right in front of Becker for a 2-out base hit. 5th hit of the year for Easton Denning. He was all over that one. He can light it up. Tucker Smith stands in. Former high school teammate with Noah Rice. Christian Moffitt calls timeout. Aaron Higgins wanted to hear a little bit more of that song right there, and Tucker got in the batter's box a little bit too soon. Takes a pitch just a little inside. Smith tweaked a hamstring. Hopefully he's okay today. Started at third base yesterday, but did get to make one play in the field in the top of the first. Reached base. I think he walked. No, he hit a chopper in the infield. That's what he's trying to beat it out. That pitch gets in the dirt. Castro, nice stop to keep the ball in front. Denning stays at first. Tucker hit a ground ball to third and ended up reaching on the error, but must have done something to that hamstring. One pitch later, he came out as A.J. Armstrong came in for Tucker. And now with a 3-ball, 1-strike count. On deck, Hudson Blank. So redshirt freshman, sophomore. First 4 for the Pioneers. That's drilled out to center field. Braden Becker back a few steps, reaches up, makes the catch for out number 3. Ball State can't answer in the bottom of the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. 1-0. Glen Oaks leads after 1.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
Vol State is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. Vol State CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose Vol State because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
Oh, that's my favorite part of the song. Little Alan Jackson for you here. Living on Love. Music City, USA. Just 20 miles southwest of Gallatin, Tennessee. Our very own Jake Truitt was out at the Grammys earlier this week, and his dad and the band were nominated for a Grammy. That's a check swing. See if that Godsey picks it up. Chase Gray gets an excuse me base hit to lead off the second. Chase, that's a half swing. Actually, I don't even think that was a half swing. Pretty sure he was not intending on touching the ball with the bat. 5'8", 180-pound freshman from Three Rivers, Michigan. Oliver Nyson now. First baseman for Glen Oaks. 5'10", 200-pound freshman from Leesburg, Indiana. So 3 hits now in 1+ innings for Glen Oaks as Nyson squares, misses, throw down to first base, not in time. Gray able to get back in time. That ball didn't go 15 feet, probably, maybe 20. Down that third base line, Godsey did not have a play. Breaking pitch stays inside, and Nyson would not bite. Oliver 0 for 3 in the doubleheader yesterday. Takes ball 2. Smash right to Easton Denning. He catches it off the shoe tops and steps on first for a that double play. Not the conventional way, but a line out into a force out. Just what the doctor ordered for Nick Godsey. Nyson hit it right to Easton Denning, who had taken a step off of the bag while holding Gray. Denning, and now 2 out, nobody on. Vince G. Brad at the plate, hitting right-handed. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike. G. Brad started in game 2, 5'7", 170-pound freshman from Hudsonville, Michigan. I'll just have to let you know I'm not up on my geography in Michigan. Growing up in Ohio just wasn't something that we learned. Although I did have an older brother who went to the law school at Ohio State after getting his undergrad at Kent State. Ultimately, he lived in the Detroit suburbs while working for the federal government in Detroit, Michigan. 3-1 pitch. Catches that outside corner. We'll have another Full Count Ministries. Full Count with Dominic Anarino on deck. He got out of Michigan and moved to West Virginia. Drilled down the left field line, but it will hook foul. Hit off the bullpen fence. Carry him into the field of play. All right, who's your guess on who's retrieving that? With that throw down, who was that? Aiden Smith, right-hander out of Clarksville, down in the bullpen. A full count first pitch foul ball off the bat of Vincent G. Brad, the left fielder. Another full count pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch low and outside. Stu just wants to throw down to first. That is the fourth strikeout for Nick Gotze in 2 innings. Not sure if he'll come out for inning number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base in that inning. Heading to the bottom of the second, Glen Oaks leads 1-0.
Hey, Jake, that personal price you gave me was a home run. I can't wait to give you some free baseball lessons.
Man, I'm really excited about this myself. But you do realize the thing with Toyota Gallatin is everybody gets the personal price. It's what makes us special.
Wait, what? Everybody gets it?
Everybody gets it.
Let's play ball.
Okay.
Jake, you ready?
Let's do this, Coach. Hey, Coach, this is pretty easy.
We'll see about that.
Oh, I think I pulled something.
Yeah, better luck next time, old man.
I think I'm done, Coach. Call 911.
That's Jake Thompson over there at Toyota of Gallatin, the general sales manager. Good guy, Facebook actor as well. I mean, he's the real deal. Over there and tell him that Jim McGuire and Tim Reese sent you. See if they give you anything. Emily Smith in the service department, she'll give you the biggest smile you ever got in your life, though. One of the sweetest young ladies. Known her for a long, long time. Hudson Blank, I've known for a couple of years now. He's at the plate. Swings through that offering from Colin Yoder, the sophomore from Marissa, Illinois. They named that after his mother, Marissa Blank. 1-1 pitch. Drilled out to left center field. It will plug the gap and hit out there where the Chick-fil-A of Gallatin sign should be, and he's going to drop the anchor at second base for a leadoff do-dat double. Hudson's second two-bagger of the year. Now 3 for 8, hitting a cool .375 to start the season off. Bring up Tucker Lorenz hitting .400. He's 4 for 10 in the 3 games so far. Double, a triple, 3 RBIs for the shortstop from Sweetwater, Tennessee. Went to Loudoun County High School. Wanted to make sure that I said he wasn't from Loudoun. He's from Sweetwater. That's a great name for a hometown, I think. 5'10", 170-pound sophomore, Jeremy and Emily Lorenz, his parents. Younger sister, Riley. Swings and fouls that one out of play. It's a Chick-fil-A at Gallatin foul ball. Yesterday, the wind knocked down the High Point Health sign out there just in front of the Toyota of Gallatin scoreboard, as well as the Chick-fil-A of Gallatin sign. High Point Health got put back up for some reason. Chick-fil-A sign did not. I hope it's not damaged. Appreciate the folks down the street. Greg and Mary Garrettson, the owners. Who doesn't love Christian chicken? Not many. 1 ball, 2 strike. Count to Lorenz with Anakin Armstrong on deck. Tucker has a Papa and a Grammy and another grandma he calls a doozy. They're all in Loudon, Tennessee. Another Chick-fil-A at Gallatin foul ball. My go-to breakfast at CFA is a chicken scramble bowl meal. Scrambled eggs, tater tots, cheese, chicken inside that bowl. Put some honey on there, Connor. Full Count Ministries, full count. Lorenz sees the little breaker right there. Can't catch up with that one. Strikeout for Yoder, his first of the game. And it brings to the plate Anakin. Jack Armstrong, the All-American son of Jack Armstrong. That's his dad. His mom is Sharon. Younger sister Kaylee. Stars of the show, though, are Paul and Nana out of Woodbury, Tennessee. Paul checks in by email at treesports@gmail.com regularly. AJ looks at a slider. AJ with 1 hit. It was a 2-run bomb down in Gadsden. So far, 1 for 8. Couple of RBIs, couple of walks. That is a funky turn back to second base by the 6'5" right-hander there. Lobs a throw. Glen Oaks 0-4, trying to get their first victory of the season. Ball State, after dropping game 1 11-5 to Gadsden State last Tuesday, defeated Glen Oaks 2 yesterday, as AJ's wondering how he got out of the way of that one. Come in 2-1. Pioneers will be off after today until next Friday when they travel to Chattanooga State, get in conference. There's a slider right down Broadway for a called strike, and a Full Count Ministries full count is AJ, one of the 5 that meet with me weekly for the Full Count Discipleship Group. Swings through it. AJ down on strikes. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Yoder. Struck out 45 a year ago in 56 innings. Not necessarily considered a strikeout pitcher at less than 1 an inning, but got Tucker Lorenz and Anakin Armstrong there. Jaden Perez steps in. Had a little slow start to his season, 1 for 9 and a double. That double was nearly a home run down in. That was a Gadsden as well, right? I believe he got that hit there. Swings through ahead of a changeup or off-speed pitch there. Castro just threw that ball right off the left ear flap of Jaden Perez. Yesterday, the Glen Oaks pitchers did not plunk a batter. Ball State pitching hit 6 Vikings. Devin Castro, for some reason. Ear hold. Perez, that's a live baseball, and down to third. Went Hudson Blank on the, what will have to be an error on the catcher. I had to wait for the replay there. I wasn't sure exactly what happened. Jaden didn't move out of the box. Drills that one out to right field. Back goes Logan O'Malley. He's still going back and makes the catch right before the warning track. What a nice play there to rob Perez of extra bases and an RBI. Put a star by that one to end the inning. No runs, a leadoff double by Hudson Blank, and he's stranded at third base. After 2, 1-0, Glen Oaks leads.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit fallstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses. Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. They make the difference between life and death. If you desire to make a difference in your community, Ball State is leading the way in training everyday heroes. We offer EMS, paramedic, and fire science programs. Spring 2024 enrollment is now open. Visit ballstate.edu to learn more.
Moving to the top of the line for fan support here at Vol State Baseball, the Blanks. Joshua and Marissa Blank just had Domino's delivered to the press box. Matt, the Domino's driver, brought it up, put it on there. Thank you very much. All the way from Marissa, Illinois. What a very, very kind gesture. We've got some great fans. Last year, I know the Hoovers brought sandwiches up, and the Homers from Pittsburgh sent cookies and treats. We appreciate y'all thinking of us up here in the press box. We don't run a concession stand here, and there's no time to run across to Jersey Mike's to get anything between games. I got mine before the game. That Jersey Mike's can wait, Marissa. Thank you very much for the Domino's delivery. Speaking of Domino's, this is Dominic Anarino from Michigan. Domino's was started up in Michigan, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, the what's the guy who owned the Tigers and the Red Wings? Somebody out there knows. I need research. Michael something. That's lifted out the left field. I don't know that Hudson's going to get to that one. He's not. It's going to hit right at the base of the fence out by the Hayden Shrum sign in left field. And another leadoff double as Nick Gotze is back out for the third inning. Dominic Anarino, 5'7", 160-pound freshman from Plainwell, Michigan, leads off the top of the third. Fourth hit of the ball game for the Vikings. And back to the top of the order, Braden Becker looks at a called strike. He doubled in the right center field gap and scored the only run of the game. Driven in by Caleb Mallory, a 2-out single into the same spot. 0-1 pitch as Becker squares around and ball goes off the glove of Jonathan Stewart. That'll be a pass ball. That will move Anarino down to third. I think Jonathan was distracted by Becker squaring around a bunt, which a lot of the Viking hitters have done. There's a check swing ground ball that will be fielded in foul territory by Easton Denning. So runner at third, nobody out. Tall task for Nick Gotze and his teammates to try to keep the runner there, not allow him to score. 1-0. The Vikings lead. That's a line drive, base hit into right field. Becker's 2 for 2. Anarino comes in to score. It's 2-0. That's the third hit to right field. Eric Mann struck out in his first plate appearance. He steps in on the right side. John Ripel checked in on the back line. He's got my cell phone number, so he sends a text that says, "Go Pioneers," former volunteer assistant coach for Vol State. Now the head coach of Pope Prep, formerly known as JP2, the former home of Aaron Higgins. A star that took his talents over to Liberty Creek to finish high school. 0-2 count to Marin. Breaking pitch, catches that inside corner, and Christian Moffitt rings him up. The 5th strikeout for Gotze. First one of the backward K variety. That's the first out of the inning. Logan O'Malley was the second strikeout victim in the first. Steps in. A left-handed hitter. Runner from first takes off, pitches outside, throw to second is not in time. It's the second stolen base. Becker has one. And Mallory. Ball 2. Right-hander getting loose in the Vol State bullpen. Down Broadway. I think next time we're going to try to do what we did in the fall. We had a camera that I set up that would show the bullpen. That's the big man down there from Greenbrier, Trent Miller. Slow roller to short. Tough play there for Lorenz as O'Malley reaches. They flash error up on the board. May have been a tough play. Don't really know O'Malley's legs. I would assume he's a pretty quick runner. Question is, would he have beaten that out? The video's not going to show that. But error put up on the board. Tentatively, we'll put that in pencil. We can change that. But visit from Trevor Mutzi, the pitching coach, with runners at the corners and only one out. One pitch could get Nick Gotze out of the inning, but trying to get Caleb Mallory to hit a ground ball to an infielder will be his job. Mallory had an RBI single in the first. Throw over to first. O'Malley back in time. One out. Popped up. Shallow right center field. Let's see who's going to take it. Perez coming in. He's coming on hard. He makes a diving play in the catch, but tagging and scoring as Becker. The wind was pushing that back toward the infield. Perez could not keep his feet and make the catch. O'Malley has to stay put at first base, but a sac fly for Mallory as he drives in his second run. And Glen Oaks takes a 3-0 lead. Devin Castro swings and misses. I'm putting this in the wrong spot. My score sheet, I've got a brand new score sheet, and I'm getting enamored with the beauty of my Vol State logo in the middle of it. Putting this inning in the second inning. Relax, it can be fixed. Another throw over. O'Malley back in time. Now 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and Godsey gets ahead 0-2 on Castro, who struck out to end the first. Devin trying not to do that again, as Mater says, to not to. Another throw over. Godsey from the stretch is the sign. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on a miss. Castro strikes out to end the third. 6 strikeout for Nick Godsey, but he's given up 3 runs. As 2 come in that inning. And Glen Oaks leads 3-0. Vol State trying to get on the board here in the bottom of the third.
Welcome to the Vol State Nursing Lab. The simulation lab allows students to come in a safe environment and practice real-world patient care without worrying about harming patients. We have 5 high-fidelity mannequins that we use with our nursing students in our lab to simulate real-world scenarios that they're going to see once they're out in the hospitals working. We have an adult mannequin, as you see here. She simulates everything from a normal patient to wounds to trachs, IVs. You can give her medications. We have pediatric mannequins. We have a mom mannequin. We also have other models to where students can start IVs. They can put tubes and drains in. They can remove tubes and drains, do wound care. Also, if we lose clinical placement, then students can still simulate those real-world experiences in the lab to get the same experience and be prepared when they graduate and enter the workforce as a nurse.
Big thank you to Toyota of Gallatin for the beautiful scoreboard out in left center field, located right across the street from the eastern entrance here to Vol State. 1435 Nashville Pike. Go by and see my buddy Wayne Hobney. Looking for a new or used car? If you need service, visit Emily Smith in the service department. You give her a call at 615-230-9000. As Jonathan Stewart takes a healthy hack, comes up empty to begin the bottom of the third. 1 run in the first for Glen Oaks, 2 in the second, as Yoder turns that one over and catches the outside corner. Stewart down in the count 0-2. 3 for 6 on the season. 0 for 2 in game 1 yesterday. It's 3 for 4 in game 1 on Tuesday at Gadsden. 9-1-2 to face Colin Yoder here in the top or bottom of the third. Noah Rice, Braden Baker waiting in the wings. Stewart swings and misses. Third strikeout of the game for Yoder. Through the lineup, giving up 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, has not walked a batter. Noah Rice grounded out to second, leading off the bottom of the first, steps to the plate. Looks like a little cut fastball there. Yoder delivered on the outside corner, called strike. That's lifted out to left field. That is deep. G. Brand back, and that ball's going to leave the yard. Noah Rice has just left the building opposite field. Third home run of the year for the Pioneers, and he thought it bounced over. I think it got all the way to the asphalt, didn't it? Did it hit? It bounced high, and Noah Rice picks up his first big fly. There's your Framework Athletics first run of the game, driven in by Noah Rice. He drove himself in. Yeah, that ball's a regular depth fly ball yesterday in the wind, but the wind lazy blowing in from center field as Braden Baker swings and misses, but I think Noah surprised himself with that one. G. Brand playing fairly shallow out there in left field, but he might back up a couple steps. Baker put a jolt. The ball flew out to left field. His first plate appearance. Just missed outside. Good pitch there, but Baker able to lay off. 2-1 count. That's a fastball, catches the outside corner. Baker played for the Paducah Chiefs a year ago with 2 Pioneer teammates. Easton Denning played first base this time, is called. And I guess 1 offensive timeout apparently is what was indicated there by Christian Moffitt, the home plate umpire. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Yoder pumped. I wonder if there's some conversation going on now. That didn't seem like just a regular old strikeout there. As third baseman Caleb Mallory moves over to the right side of the infield, and they have the Easton Denning shift going. 2 outs, nobody on, 1 run in, and Denning, who's in scoring position when he steps in the batter's box. Yeah, I think Yoder's gotten upset about something. He seemed like he was trying to put a little step on one right there, that fastball that got spiked down. That one stays inside. Count goes 2 balls and no strikes. I haven't seen anything that's happened. Coach McGuire tries to keep a pretty good rein on anything that might be coming out of the dugout, so I would expect that's not what's going on. That fastball tailed away. And it's 3-0 count with Tucker Smith on deck. Four out of the zone, and that's the first walk of the ball game by Colin Yoder. I may be reading that wrong. If I am, I apologize, but he was really amped up on the strikeout from Braden Baker. I hadn't seen that on the other strikeouts. And time's called. Tucker Waddups, the head coach, is going to come out. Maybe he's seeing what I'm seeing. He's going to have a conversation with the 6'5" right-hander. He is a sophomore, so it's not like he's inexperienced, but I'm not sure what might have happened there. Braden Baker is not typically an instigator, but I don't know. 3-1's a score. Noah Rice hit an opposite field home run that hit off the asphalt out in the parking lot. There's some folks out there. I know Ozzie and Ileana Menendez are up from Miami, as is Roger Perez. Menendez's, parents of J.C. Menendez, Roger, the father of Jaden Perez. They all reside down in the Miami, Florida area. And they sacrificed to leave the warm weather of Miami to come up and see their sons play baseball. Tucker Smith takes the first pitch inside. But you know, parents and grandparents, they'll do that. Fastball spiked. That's 6 in a row outside of the strike zone. Smith flew out to end the first inning. Check swing. They want to check out with the base umpire, Carson Jones. He says he did not go. And now a 3-0 count to Tucker Smith with Hudson Blank on deck. Ball 4. And you can hear some extra cheering going on, so might have been something that happened. Hudson Blank doubled into the left center field gap to start the second, was stranded at third after a couple strikeouts and a star play by Logan O'Malley to rob Jaden Perez of extra bases and an RBI to end the second. Now 9 straight outside the zone by Yoder, who hadn't walked a batter till Easton Denning stepped in. Something has gotten Colin Yoder out of sync. Walked 39 in 56 innings a year ago, plunked 10 batters. Cannot find the strike zone. He's got 2 outs. Runners at first and second. 1 run in. Pioneers have a hit in each of the 3 innings. There's one right down the can. Blank takes for strike 1. 3-1 count. Yoder stretches, looks back at second and delivers. Popped up in the infield. He got Hudson to swing at a high pitch. Shortstop Dominic Anarino makes the catch to end the inning. As the Glen Oaks dugout comes out to congratulate Yoder. 1 run in the inning on 1 hit. 2 were left aboard. We are through 3, scheduled for 7. 3-1, Glen Oaks leads.
The Volunteer State has always been home to Pioneers. Dreamers and hard workers blaze their paths here. From the TVA to Mountain Dew to touchscreen monitors to the Grand Ole Opry, Tennessee has been home to innovators, creators, and entertainers. From humble beginnings to changing the world, Tennesseans have pushed the boundaries of what is possible. We pioneer healthcare, infrastructure, engineering, and product development. At Volunteer State College, we've developed our degree certifications to carry the torch of Tennessee's success with flexible options to help you blaze your pathway. We are searching for pioneer-minded students who are on their own journey of growth. Learn how these pathways are shaping the future of Tennessee. Like those that have come before. Blaze your pathway. Your career awaits. Vol State.
Summit Concrete called to the bullpen for the Pioneers. Big right-hander Trenton Miller on in relief of Nick Godsey. Trent sat out last year, his freshman year 2 years ago in 2024. 6'4", 230-pound right-hander from Greenbrier, Tennessee. Attended Greenbrier High School. Son of Bill and Treva Miller. And younger brother to Presley and Kendall, his 2 older sisters. Hello to Nanny in Kingston Springs, Tennessee. 9 appearances his freshman year, a couple of starts. Hard-throwing right-hander that is best when he can find that strike zone. And he's hoping on being able to do that this year, his 3rd year out of high school. Had surgery and some issues physically over his last couple of years. Hoping all that is behind him as well. comes in. Team trailing 3-1. Nick Gotze goes 3 innings, gives up 5 hits, 3 runs. 2 of those were earned, did not walk a batter, struck out 6 in his 3 innings. And right now the pitcher of record. The right-hander rocks and fires right down Broadway to Jace Gray, who had a check swing. Probably wouldn't even have been called a strike on the swing, but he made contact with the ball, and it went about 15 feet down the third base line, a perfect bunt, as Miller's jumped on top 0-2. Gray reached on the infield single. It was later doubled off on a line drive to Easton Denning. 0-2 pitch coming to Gray. Pops this one up on the right side. Braden Baker puts his hand up to shield the sun and dances around a little bit right on the edge of the outfield grass, makes the catch to retire the freshman from Three Rivers, Michigan. Good start there for Miller. Make him hit it, Trent. Oliver Nyson, first baseman, steps in. He hit that line drive right to Denning. This one he lifts out to center field. Noah Rice over to his right. Makes the catch for out number 2. 4 pitches for Trent Miller. G. Brad, strikeout victim to end the second, steps in. Started at 39 degrees, sitting still at that same temperature. And it still feels like 32, which makes me happy to be in the press box. Called strike on the knees. Nothing but strikes for Trent Miller here in the 4th. Here's his first one out of the zone. Snacks are out. Connor got hungry. Slider misses up. What's your snack of choice there? What is it? That's extremely nutritional Sour Patch Kids. It's for big kids, though. It says it right there on the bag. It's gas station food right there. Connor Cantillo lives right at the top of the zone. Just misses. And the count goes 3 balls and a strike. G. Brand not the tallest target, 5'7". Dominic Anarino on deck. That's right down the can. Jonathan Stewart nearly plunked G. Brad in the noggin there. He headed to first base. Full Count Ministries, full count. Well, the Full Count Ministries verse of the game following the final out. Drilled just past the diving A.J. Armstrong down the left field line, rounding first and heading to second as Hudson Blank had a little trouble keeping his feet out there in the left field corner. It's pretty soggy out there. So a 2-out double for G. Brad. He's now 1 for 2. Just past A.J. Tried to make a leaping grab. Couldn't come up with it. Dominic Anarino had a double down that left field line. Scored. Second run of the game. Right now, the go-ahead run. Anarino waiting for Miller's pitch. Not sure where that one missed, and Trent's wondering that himself. I think Anarino's the third. At least 3 5'7" players on Glen Oaks starting lineup here today. Fisted past Phoenix Elkins. That. He's got his hands in his pockets. He's not ready to field anything down there. He's probably got some hand warmers in there. He's a veteran from that state up north there. He's used to cold weather. Swing and a miss on the 1-1. Miller trying to strand the runner after retiring the first two batters on a pop out and a fly out. His first inning of relief, first appearance of the year. Let's check with the base umpire. He said he did not go. I agree. Brings us to a 2-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs and a runner at second. Top of the lineup, Braden Becker waiting on deck. Yellow batting gloves for Anarino. Swing and a miss on a little cut fastball or slider there, and a strikeout to end the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner was left aboard. See if that fires up the Pioneers with the bats. We'll be right back.
Take the step. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Take the step, the one you've always wanted to a better you and a brighter future. Choose a path to create, innovate, or educate. A path to your career. One that builds you as a person, or one where you build for the people of the future. Choose a path to save lives or check eyes, to study the human body, soul, and mind, to fight crime both in person or online, to code the market, or be an entertainment rock star. Take the step to your full potential, to everything you've dreamed of. Take the step here, there, and eventually everywhere. With the pros of the profession, the Grammy winners, the commercial producers, the engineers, the doctors. Life is full of steps, so why not make yours count? This is us. This is Vol State.
Tucker Lorenz.
Tucker Lorenz, Anakin Armstrong, and Jaden Perez, the 3 scheduled to face Colin Yoder out for his 4th inning. Yoder's given up 1 run, 3 hits. Walked 1, walked 2. Those were back-to-back. And has struck out 4. Lorenz a strikeout victim in the 2nd. Again, Yoder having control issues. There's some activity in the Viking bullpen down the right field line. Got a few less fans today here in the stands at Tim Garrett Baseball Complex. A 2-0 pitch whispers at the outside corner for a called strike. Folks are bundled up. They have their portable heaters. Swing and a miss. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tucker, 32 games a year ago, 31 of those were starts. Just under 100 official at-bats, had 4 doubles and a triple. Good take right there. Brings us to a full count Ministries, full count. Drove in 11 runs. Full count pitch. Drilled out to right field. Let's see if it'll get down. It will not. And a catch made by Logan O'Malley out in right field. Ball was stung pretty well, but O'Malley able to come in and make a running catch. Already made 1 sparkling play. You hear that walk-up song? Can't be anybody but Anakin Jack Armstrong. A-N-I-K-E-N. There's a change-up right down the can. Struck out in the 2nd. He's wearing the work gloves too. Swing and a miss. Ball dropped below the knees as it got to the plate. And AJ down in the count 0-2. And he's down 0-3.
Now batting number 18, Jaden Perez.
Fifth strikeout for Yoder. And the first two retired here in the bottom of the fourth. Jaden Perez steps to the plate. Robbed in his first at-bat as he stroked line drive fly ball out to right field that was caught right before the warning track on a running catch by Logan O'Malley, who likes to stretch, kick, and no, I'm just kidding. That's Sally O'Malley. Lift off to the left side. That should get out of play over by the bistro tables. Down past the third base dugout. No spectators harmed by that. Chick-fil-A Gallatin foul ball. Just down. That's that pitch that dies as soon as it gets to the plate. Looks like it's right down the middle. Jaden with a nice take there. Not sure if he read it or he just didn't like it. Liked that one, but not able to catch up with it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Drilled to left field. It's going to get down. One hop and backhanded by G-Brad. There's a 2-out knock for Jaden Perez going opposite field. Good.
Now batting number 4, Jonathan Stewart.
Take on that pitch that was outside. I'll bring up Jonathan Stewart. Transfer from Daytona State College down in Florida. He's from Smyrna. Famous athletes from Smyrna High School. Go. Talking to my press box gang. You out there can play the game if you want. Famous athletes. Current Major League Baseball player from Smyrna High School. That's fouled right here. Connor Cantillo, you moved your head. You got behind the window support. That was coming right to you. I'm so disappointed. You hid like a girl. Daytona State College transfers. He continues. Chick-fil-A Gallatin fouling that ball off. Son of Todd and Kasha Stewart, brother to Scott and Molly. Papa and Nana, they hang out in San Antonio, Texas. Papa and Mimi in Springfield, Missouri. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Stewie's going to go down. No. Just missed outside. That's a tough pitch to take right there. I wouldn't do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There are people out there that know the answer to this. I know they do. That ball's hit out to left field, but G-Brad over toward the line, still going, and I saw a little white in that glove, but he ends up making the catch for the final out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left aboard. 4 innings through, and Glen Oaks still with the lead, 3-1.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At Vol State, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at Vol State are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
is counting on me.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now,
Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers.
if you're pursuing the CIT program at Vol State, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Tim Reese, Connor Cantillo, and a host of Pioneer players up here in the press box. We move to the top of the 5th inning. Trent Miller back out on the mound for the Pioneers. Just got an email from Roxanne. Roxy, Aunt Rox, the Gotze's aunt, big supporter of Landon and Nick Gotze. Said she didn't make it to watch Nick, but you know what, Rox? You can always go back and watch it. It's free. You can turn on the YouTube broadcast right now and rewind it all the way back. Just hit that little red button down at the bottom, and you can start watching Nick pitch. He went 3 innings. Got hit around a little bit. Gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. Did strike out 6 batters. Trent Miller came in. Allowed only 1 hit. Glen Oaks has on a pattern of 2 hits, 1 hit, 2 hits, 1 hit in the 4 innings so far. Trent's going to see if he can put a 0 in that column here. But Rox, thanks for the email at treesports@gmail.com. It's been a couple years since Landon's been here. He's in his 3rd year. We're going to talk about him right after this half inning. So Connor, we're not going to go to a break. We've got the Allie Cassidy Brick and Stone Alumni Spotlight to get to in the middle part of the 5th. Top of the lineup for Glen Oaks. Pioneers hadn't been able to get Becker out. Braden Becker's 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, doubles, driven in a run, and has a stolen bag. Slices that one out of play. That's across the street, Gap Boulevard, which is the big, huge building that on the wide camera angle you can see it takes up pretty much left field all the way over to right field beyond Pioneer Field here. Gap Distribution Center here. But across the street is Ball State buildings that I understand in a couple of years might be a soccer field soon. Ooh, was a good-looking pitch on the 3-1. But down to first goes the confident Braden Becker. First walk of the game for Miller. Retired 3 of the 4 batters he faced in the 4th. Did give up a 2-out double. Eric Marin, the DH, stands in. Miller going to be calling the doctor to see if he can order a prescription. Buries that first pitch down low. Ball State turned 3 ground ball double plays in game 1 yesterday. They've turned a line drive double play already in this game. Let's see if Becker's on the go. Miller thought he might be. Throws over to first. 3 runs, 6 hits, and I believe 1 error for Glen Oaks. Another throw over. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Pioneers. Doubleheader day. This game is 7-inning contest. Then game 2 will be approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion to this game. Runner does take off, pitches high, throw down is just a little late. At first slide by Becker as he picks up his 2nd stolen base. 3rd of the day for Glen Oaks. So that takes away the conventional double play and squaring around the bunt. Called strike, throw down to 2nd. Not in time, Becker back. Marin has struck out swinging and struck out looking his first 2 plate appearances. Disengagement here by Miller. laying it down. Miller comes off gloves and throws to Baker as Becker goes to third. So a sacrifice by two-hole hitter Eric Marin. Score that one 1-4. If you're scoring at home. And if you are, I need to know about it. Send me an email. Find out if there's any scoring nerds. I've never had anybody that said, yes, I'm scoring at home. You don't need to. Infield's in. The ball gets by Stewart, and that's going to score Becker. Be the second pass ball of the game. Right now, an unearned run that could turn into an earned run, depending on what transpires later on in this inning. Logan O'Malley reached on an error last time up. Now, 2-ball, no strike count. He's 0 for 2. Glen Oaks leads 4-1. Caleb Mallory on deck. Rio pitch in there for a called strike. Swing and a miss brings us to a Full Count Ministries. Full count. Sign out there in the right center field, right next to the MGM Industries sign. Looking through these MGM Industries windows. 2 pitch misses down low. Second walk of the inning. Third baseman Caleb Mallory stands, or waiting to stand in. Jonathan Stewart will go out and have a confab with Trent Miller. Gabe Eddington getting loose down in the Pioneer bullpen. Mallory been productive both times he's come to the plate. He's driven in 2 of the 4 runs. A single in the first, a sacrifice fly in the third. Steps to the plate with 1 out and 1 on. Glen Oaks looking to pad their 3-run lead. Runner stays put, pitches low and away. Throw over. Miller in the fall, 9 games, pitched 12 innings. Struck out 15 batters. Did have control issues in the fall, and that's where he's found himself here. Ball pops out of Jonathan Stewart's glove, and down to second goes O'Malley. That'll be another pass ball. Some people will put that in a score sheet as a stolen base, but he wasn't going on the pitch, so the only reason he went was because the ball popped out of the catcher's glove. 2-0 pitch misses outside. Miller looking to throw a strike here. And a swing and a miss on a 3-0 pitch by the cleanup hitter, Caleb Mallory. He was sitting on a pitch right down the middle. See if he gets another one right here on 3-1. Try to step on a fastball and misses out. That might be the end of the road for Trent Miller.
Now batting number 32, Devin Castro.
And out of the Ball State dugout comes head coach Jim McGuire, and he's going to ask for the baseball. We'll take a break right before this Summit Concrete call to the bullpen.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At Vol State, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at Vol State are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
Is counting on me.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now,
Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers.
if you're pursuing the CIT program at Vol State, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Summit Concrete call to the bullpen for Ball State. Gabe Eddington on in relief. This is his second appearance of the year. Appeared down in Gadsden, Alabama. Faced 4 batters, retired all 4. 5'9", 160-pound redshirt freshman. Transfer from Austin Peay State University up in his hometown of Clarksville. Went to Montgomery Central High School. He is the son of Michael and Jennifer Eddington, brother to Holly and Dylan, grandson of G. Paul and Nanny in High Point, North Carolina, two-way player. He is on the mound, probably get in game 2 as a position player, as he did yesterday. He is on to see if he can shut down this rally that's going on in the top of the 5th inning. Game is scheduled for 7 innings. As Yogi says, it gets late early in 7-inning games. Devin Castro will stand in. Struck out first 2 times he's come to the plate. Situation of 1 out and 2 on here. First pitch just a tad down. 1 run in the inning. There's been 3 walks. A couple of pass balls. And a stolen base. Right now the run is unearned. Depends on what happens next batter or 2. Eddington's missed with the first 2. Catches the plate with a 2-0. Eddington delivers. Swung on a missed. He's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball. Gets one to third base. Armstrong step on the bag. Try to get Castro at first, or he might just go 5-4-3. He's instead of delivered a base hit into left field. Blank gets to it quickly. And O'Malley will have to stay put at third base. That makes the run that Becker scores an earned run. And the bases are juiced for Jace Gray, who's 1 for 2, had an infield single. Infield at double play depth in the middle. Corners are in. Ball misses up and in. Eddington normally dialed in control-wise. Had surgery late in the fall, I think. Maybe that was in December. Swing and a miss on the 2-0. Not arm related. Appeared in 6 games this past fall. 6 innings, struck out 7. There's a, oh, what a play by Eddington. Might have a double play at second. Was not able to get up. What? Had a safety squeeze on. Eddington, the athlete, comes flying off the mound. Watch this as I'm delayed on my iPad there. A bunt laid down. Eddington, if that would have been a suicide squeeze, that would have been an easy double play. So Gray pops out on the bunt to the pitcher. Now 2 outs. Oliver Nyson stands in, looks at a pitch that floats just off the outside edge. Definitely put a yellow star by that one. That could have been trouble. And falls behind. A chance to get out of it. Nice and 0 for 2 with a line out into a, what do we got? What's OBS telling us? He's trying to reconnect. I hope the basketball, no, they're not ready for basketball yet. We're still okay. Just whispers at the outside corner on the 3-0. Men's and women's basketball will be getting started, or women's basketball in a half an hour. That'll also be carried in the Vol State Sports Network, but we can carry up to 3 games. Another pitch on the outside corner, and Nyson looks back. We used to call it the O face, with the mouth like, oh my goodness. Full count Ministries, full count. Runners will be on the hop with 2 outs. Eddington will deliver, and that apparently is just low. Ball 4, and that brings in another run. Sometimes, if you put ball 4 up there, sometimes it gives a run to the other team, so you got to be careful with that. But it didn't. You're good there. That is the 4th walk in the inning. First by Gabe. That run's charged to Trent Miller. Now Vincent G. Brand, that is a spiked breaking pitch, and another run's going to score on the wild pitch. Three runs in the inning. 6-1 is the score. Fastball taken for a strike. 1 hit in the inning. Wild pitch, pass balls. There's a fastball, catches the outside corner. Eddington gets ahead. One-two pitch, runners at second and third. Swung on a miss, and Pioneers finally get out after Glen Oak sends 8 to the plate. Score 3 in the inning. They are earned. And 1 hit. No errors show up in that category. 2 left the board. Vol State needs to get the hits going. Be right back.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At Vol State, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at Vol State are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
is counting on me.
all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now,
Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers.
if you're pursuing the CIT program at Ball State, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Got a new pitcher on for Glen Oaks. Braden Grass, 6'1", 190-pound freshman from Hanna, Indiana. On in relief, Colin Yoder, who's on 4 innings. Gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 2, struck out 5. He faced the lineup twice. And right now in line for the victory, if Glen Oaks can hold on, they lead 6-1. Did not have my alumni, my Alley Cassidy Brick and Stone alumni spotlight during that half inning, so we'll work on it through the bottom of the 5th inning. Normally do it between the top and the bottom of the 5th. Thanks to Alley Cassidy Brick and Stone for their donation of a pallet of brick pavers that we use to commemorate the players who've been here and their name and positions, the years they played, with a $100 donation to the baseball team for support. Coach McGuire using that money for various things that he wants to do with the program, hoping to raise some money over the years through the alumni brick patio. If you've got a second-year player or sophomore, you know this will be their final year at Vol State. You send me an email at treesports@gmail.com, and I'll get you the paperwork that you need to fill out as Noah Rice fouls a pitch off into the parking lot. Chick-fil-A at Gallatin, foul ball. A little form that you can fill out and tell you where you can send your $100. My buddy Randy West, one of the owners of Alley Cassidy Brick and Stone. They've got a division right around the corner here in Gallatin. Also one up in Clarksville that former left-hander Carter Waltz's dad, Richard, works at. Rice now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. He hit a solo home run his last time up. High and tight brings us to a full count, Ministries full count. Scored the only run of the game so far for Pioneers. Ball State scored 26 yesterday in the doubleheader. This is a home run in the phone booth, but it's a pop-up on the right side, and that's going to fall right into the glove. Oliver Nyson, it looks like an easy catch in the score sheet, but not in living color. It didn't. Stabbed at it right at the end and able to haul that one in. Wind not anywhere near what it was like yesterday. We had leaves all over the backstop here from the wind blowing up. Today we only have a couple of them straight behind home plate. Braden Baker looking for his first hit of the day. 0 for 2 stands in. Got a couple of extra base hits among his 4 so far. Takes a pitch at the knees. Don't have any stats this year for the previous games, the 2 games against Motlow State. Swing and a miss on the slow breaking pitch. So I'm not sure if Braden Grass pitched against Motlow on Tuesday or not. Baker able to lay off that 1-2 offering. Chick-fil-A of Gallatin. Foul ball just over the roof of the Bobby Hudson Pavilion down the right field line. During conference tournaments and various events, Bobby Hudson, the athletic director, will grill hamburgers as Braden Baker swings through a breaking pitch. Second time he's gone down swinging. Now it's Easton Denning time. He's 1 for 1. He's also walked. That's got some bass in it. Makes the speakers sound like there's somebody's woofer in a car. Gabe Jennings down there, little one step over the top of that smashed foul ball. Gabe, the first base coach, good. Head coach Jim McGuire handles the third base coaching duties. 0-1 pitch. Just curves around the outside corner. Denning leading the club with 5 hits now. Takes a fastball in the inside corner for a called strike. He's down in the count. 1-2. Thank High Point Health Sumner with Ascension St. Thomas for their health care of the Vol State athletes. Swing and a miss on a pitch out of the zone, and a 1-2-3 inning for Braden Grass as we move to the 6th. Vol State down 6-1. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
Vol State is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. Vol State CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose Vol State because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
Gabe Eddington back out on the mound for Vol State. He finished up the 5th. Trent Miller went 1 1/3 innings. Gave up 1 hit. 3 runs they were earned. Walked 3. All 3 of the runs that came home. Struck out 1. Gave way to Gabe Eddington. Stays in this contest. Jersey Mike's located right across the street. 940 Memory Lane. I got my number 9 regular sandwich on wheat. That's a Subway Club Subway. A Jersey Mike's. It's a Subway. It's a sub. I guess I shouldn't say it's a Subway. It's a sub. Got a roast beef on there. Got them to put it Mike's way, but I got the vinegar and oil on the side so it's not soaking through. That pizza's getting cold though, isn't it? You guys can grab whatever you want over there. I'm talking, so, well, you're talking too. I'm not a big cold pizza guy, but I'm going to get some of that when it's over. The Blanks have sent Domino's pizza. Oh, and desserts. Don't you even think about that, Drew Moorhead. You're just sitting up here getting warm. You don't get any of that pizza. Dang, dessert too. 0-2 rings up. Dominic Anarino. What else is in there? Wings? I think she meant all that for me is probably what it is. I think that's – I just need to take that home for Super Bowl tomorrow. Second strikeout for Gabe Ennington, if you weren't with us earlier. Hudson Blank's family up in Marissa, Illinois, sent Domino's delivery here to the press box. I wonder what that guy was thinking, Matt was thinking when he's bringing it up to the press box. He said, what in the world's going on here? Josh and Marissa Blank. Ennington tried to nibble at that outside corner. What do you got? You got a 1-1 count. Scoreboard out there struggling. They don't. They have 1-0 on the scoreboard out there. I'm telling you, I love that scoreboard. It's our third year, I think, with that Toyota Gallatin scoreboard. The one before that was here, I think, in the turn of the century, which you guys don't remember. Y2K, as are all 2000 babies. Ground ball to the left side. That's going to get into the hole, and Tucker Loren's going to get that one in the glove, and he's going to eat that one. Braden Baker's at second. Braden Becker is at first base, on with his third hit. He's been on base all 4 times he's come to the plate. Picks up an infield single. Now Eric Mann, the DH, steps to the plate. 1 out, 1 on. Mann had a sac bunt. Swings at the first pitch he sees. Fouls it off to the right side. What else was over there? Was there actually pizza in there, Drew? There's 3 pieces of pizza? Oh, 3 pizzas. Oh, the stuff on top is the extras. Throw over to first, and Denning able to get up on his tippy toes. What do we got, Drew? Anything with – oh, wait, that right there is everything but the kitchen sink on that one. Swinging a foul ball off to the right side. What else we got? We got a Supreme. Marissa's going to need to send me an email and tell me which one. Okay, we got a Supreme. We got a cheese. What's your guess on the next one? I'm going to go pepperoni. I'm going pepperoni. 0-2 pitch. Meat lovers, you can't hide money. That's a high chopper down the third base line over the head of Coach Wattops, the third base coach for Glen Oaks. I mean, the Blanks, they went out and got a home equity line. Dialing up some Domino's pizza. Drew, you're nice. Well, I'll let you have a piece of that. Get you a piece. You and Zeligman are doing a job. Right down the can on the 0-2, and Marin goes down looking. A couple of backward Ks on the score sheet here in the 6th. Logan O'Malley, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored, steps in on the left side. Eddington looking to strand the infield single. Throws over to first. 3 stolen bags for the Vikings today. Becker has 2 of them. He wants a complete set. See if he takes off. He bluffs, does not. And a hit by pitch. Puts O'Malley on. That might take a second to get the sting out of that. Besides it being feels like a 32 here. Catch one on the side of the leg. No ace bueno, Connor. Little Spanglish there. It was not good. Swing and a miss on a slow breaking pitch. Caleb Mallory. Some people call me bilateral because I can throw out some Spanish now. See or no? Another slider, stays just inside. my 5 trips to Nicaragua with the Full Count Ministries. I'm known as Mateo down in Ocotal, Mazante, Nicaragua. Popped up in the infield. 2 outs. Baker is shielding his eyes, but Loren says, I got it. Baker says, take it for out number 3. Eddington able to strand 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Allstate only has 2 more opportunities. Hit to the bottom of the 6th, trailed by 5.
Hey, Jake, that personal price you gave me was a home run. I can't wait to give you some free baseball lessons.
Man, I'm really excited about this myself. But you do realize the thing with Toyota Gallatin is everybody gets the personal price. It's what makes us special.
Wait, what? Everybody gets it?
Everybody gets it.
Let's play ball.
Okay.
Jake, you ready?
Let's do this, Coach. Hey, Coach, this is pretty easy.
We'll see about that.
Oh, I think I pulled something.
Yeah, better luck next time, old man.
I think I'm done, Coach. Call 911.
I can get 1 bite in between innings. Had to select. I went with meat lovers. What's your pizza of choice there, Connor? You went with G's? You're playing Jane, aren't you? I bet you eat vanilla ice cream. Hold on. That one's not. Had to pull a hair off your hairy face right there. You had a loose one. Thank you to the Blanks for delivering pizza, wings, and dessert to the press box. This cold afternoon. Feel like it's Super Bowl already. Tucker Smith, Hudson blank. Now my favorite player. Tucker Lorenz, 3-2 up to face Braden Grass. Oh, I've always loved Hudson. He's a happy-go-lucky fellow. Easy to talk to. Very personable. What do you say, Drew? Excellent student, too? Drew Moorhead. Does he join you in study hall? No. Drew got that 2.99 this last time, and Coach McGuire just wouldn't let him out of study hall. Popped up on the right side, Chick-fil-A of Gallatin. Foul ball off the maintenance shed. Tucker Smith 0 for 1 with a walk. Trying to get the rally started, see if the Pioneers can get back in the contest here. Trail 6-1. That's popped up, maybe playable. Castro over, still dangling, and he overruns that one, as happens a lot on, especially early in a season. You think that's going to get over to the screen, and it works its way back toward the field of play, and Smith gets another opportunity. 2-2 is high. Grass stepped on that fastball right there. That popped the mitt. Full Count Ministries, full count. I went with the meat lovers. Got a Supreme over there. Anybody go Supreme? Check swing, and Smith could not hold up, and he's down on strikes. That's 3 straight strikeouts for Braden Grass. On in relief of Colin Yoder. Connor Cantillo went cheese pizza. There's some wings over there. Everybody's down for wings, right? Carson Pack is going to be the starting pitcher. Did you partake of any You just got cheese as well? Hudson Blank, he owns a Domino's somewhere, I think. Entrepreneur. You know what I'm surprised at? Nobody chimed in on who started the Domino's. That pitch misses just a bit outside. Tried to catch the corner and missed. The guy wrote a book. I read his book. He's got a funky last name. It's a Italian last name, I believe. There for a called strike. Is that right? 1-2. We just don't have people out listening that want to be research analysts. Chin music. It started in Michigan. Who was the owner? Not Michael. Tom. Monahan. Tom Monahan, the founder of Domino's Pizza. You know what? I think somebody bought that from him, though. What was that guy's name who owned the Red Wings? Reach out and ground ball to second. Throw over from Jace Gray. Retires Blank for out number 2. Maybe I'm completely off. But he owned the Red Wings and the Tigers. Mike Ilitch. Ah, wrong pizza place. It's Little Caesars. Okay. Never mind cheddar cheese. Tucker Lorenz stands in. I had mixed up on my pizza people. But I think he was out of Michigan as well. Ground ball up the middle. Gray over, gets in front. And his throw is going to retire Lorenz. Another 1-2-3 inning for Braden Grass. And if Ball State ends up winning this one, it's going to have to be in walk-off fashion as we're moving to the top of the 7th. 6-1 is the score.
Welcome to the Vol State Nursing Lab. The simulation lab allows students to come in a safe environment and practice real-world patient care without worrying about harming patients. We have 5 high-fidelity mannequins that we use with our nursing students in our lab to simulate real-world scenarios that they're going to see once they're out in the hospitals working. We have an adult mannequin, as you see here. She simulates everything from a normal patient to wounds to trachs, IVs. You can give her medications. We have pediatric mannequins. We have a mom mannequin. We also have other models to where students can start IVs. They can put tubes and drains in. They can remove tubes and drains, do wound care. Also, if we lose clinical placement, then students can still simulate those real-world experiences in the lab to get the same experience and be prepared when they graduate and enter the workforce as a nurse.
We are back, scrambling for more pizza. You'd think I hadn't eaten in a week. If you met me, you know I've got plenty of reserve, Tyler. I could stand to burn a little bit of fat off, you know what I'm saying? Top of the 7th. Game is scheduled for 7 innings. We have 2 7-inning games today. First pitch swinging, backhanded by A.J. Armstrong, deep in the hole. Strong throw across the diamond. Retires Devin Castro. 1 pitch, 1 out. It's required in the broadcasting handbook that you say that. Castro 1 for 4. Put a star by AJ's play right there. Jace Gray stands in. Gray is 1 for 3. Swing and a miss on a disappearing slider by Gabe Eddington. Lady Pioneers basketball team should be getting underway here soon. It's a similar pitch right there. Not similar, it's similar. I'm sure you've heard people say it's similar. Be incorrect. 1-2, high and away. So my research assistant, who is me and Google, Michael Illich of the Little Caesars ownership, owned the Detroit Tigers. He purchased the Red Wings in 1982. Tom Monahan of the Domino's Pizza Place is ringing him up. Down goes Gray looking on a slider. Fourth strikeout by Eddington. Ball State has not had a 1-2-3 inning versus Glen Oaks yet. Looking for that here in the top of the 7th. So Monahan sold the Tigers to Illich. So Domino's went to Little Caesars in 1992. Inquiring minds want to know. The Illich family, Marion Illich, currently owns the Red Wings, the Tigers, and Motor City Casino. Swing and a miss on a great changeup. Nyson is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. So, we learned something today. Another changeup, sails away. Jonathan Stewart just making me cold wearing no sleeves. Is he the only one out there with no sleeves? He is. Somebody better check that kid. 2-1 pitch, misses outside. You know, he's a catcher. He's got to be tough. There's no shame in sleeves, boys. Okay. I'd probably be wearing some tights underneath those pants out there. Ground ball foul down that first baseline. Brings us to a full count. Ministries full count. We'll have the Toyota of Gallatin player of the game and the full count Ministries verse of the game. Swing and a miss on a changeup. And a 1-2-3 inning gets the Pioneers back in the dugout, where they're going to need to warm up some bats to see if they can make a game of this. Trail by 5 heading into the final inning. We'll be right back on the Ball State Sports Network.
The Volunteer State has always been home to Pioneers. Dreamers and hard workers blaze their paths here. From the TVA to Mountain Dew to touchscreen monitors to the Grand Ole Opry, Tennessee has been home to innovators, creators, and entertainers. From humble beginnings to changing the world, Tennesseans have pushed the boundaries of what is possible. We pioneer healthcare, infrastructure, engineering, and product development. At Volunteer State College, we've developed our degree certifications to carry the torch of Tennessee's success with flexible options to help you blaze your pathway. We are searching for pioneer-minded students who are on their own journey of growth. Learn how these pathways are shaping the future of Tennessee. Like those that have come before, blaze your pathway. Your career awaits. Ball State.
Tim Reese, Connor Cantillo, and a host of friends up in the press box today. Aaron Higgins, the PA, and the DJ here for Game 1. I think we got his contract ironed out, and you're going to stick around for Game 2 as well, right? Okay. Had a contract dispute yesterday. He left after game one for some reason, but I think we've got that ironed out as Anakin Jack Armstrong steps to the plate to try to start the rally against Braden Grass, who has not allowed a base runner. Struck out 3. Ball has not left the infield. Armstrong swings through breaking pitch. He struck out twice in his only 2 at-bats. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Pioneers. Takes another slow breaking pitch. This one stays inside. AJ, 27 walks a year ago. 90 official at-bats. Ball 2. Was hit by a pitch 3 times, so 120 total at-bats, and he walked 27 times. See what the quick math on that is. That's walking 22.5% of the time. Got a Full Count Ministries full count right here. And he has just drawn the walk. AJ Walk Armstrong. He played for the Fulton Railroaders this past summer, and even as a Fulton Railroader, he's near the top of the Ohio Valley League in most walks. His fellow Railroader teammate Jaden Perez steps to the plate. Railroaders got to the championship round against the Full Count Rhythm team that I broadcast for. And after defeating the Drew Moorhead-less Paducah Chiefs, Moorhead was on the team with the Paducah Chiefs, but then I think he had to go home and work on something. I'm not sure. Maybe he had to cut the grass or something. He left about halfway through and left Braden Baker and Easton Denning to fend for themselves for the Chiefs, but the Fulton Railroaders had a knockdown, drag-out 3-game series in the Ohio Valley League, and the Roaders came out victorious, but got their hat handed to them in the Ohio Valley League championship round by the Full Count Rhythm. Jaden Perez looking to continue driving the ball. He singled his last time up, drove a base hit in the left field, takes ball 2. Colin Yoder looking for the win. Braden Grass would get a save if he can nail this one down. Perez checks his swing. And the count goes 3 balls and no strikes. As a pinch hitter is on deck, Elijah Harris to hit for Jonathan Stewart. 3-0, and time is called as Jaden's asking home plate umpire Christian Moffitt maybe about whether or not the pitcher is maybe getting into his motion before Jaden's ready. Pretty good idea there by Jaden to at least see if he can throw off Grass, who walks his second straight batter. There's a left-hander getting loose in the dugout. And here's our Jersey Mike's first sub of the game, Elijah Harris. Sophomore out of Cynthiana, Kentucky. Elijah looking for his first hit of the year. 5'8", 180-pound sophomore, civil engineering major. Son of Vincent and Rebecca Harris, as we'll have a visit from head coach Tucker Waddups. Elijah, parents Vincent and Rebecca Harris, brother to Jordan, Kaya, and Kimmy and Tyler. Both sets or grandparents all live in Cynthiana there. Mamaw, along with Grandpa and Grandma, Played in 13 games a year ago. I think he's going to have a breakout year this year. Not the biggest guy out there, but he goes all out, and when he takes a cut, he gets everything into it. Maybe one of the hardest swinging batters I've ever seen. We'll tell you this, Pioneer Field, if he gets a hold of one, it's not going to hold it. Didn't have any extra base hits last year, but as I said, I think he's poised to have a good year here. Be good to see him, get him a big hit here, but we're going to have a pitching change. We'll go ahead and keep it here. I can eat pizza and talk about the new pitcher. You guys go ahead. Eat all you want. We'll see what number this lefty is. Is that, I thought that Schmeigel pitched yesterday, right? Was he the lefty? Let's see. He's number 16. It's number 16. Schmeigel going to get his second appearance in the series. You're putting a schmear on it. Figures he's from way up north there. Where's Schmeigel from? Schmeigel's from Hopkins, Michigan, 5'10", 165-pound freshman. One batter yesterday to finish up the 8-4 game one. He struck out Jaden Perez, the only batter he faced. So he's going to come on with 2 on and nobody out. Going to face the Jersey Mike's first sub of the game, Elijah Harris, who's pinch hitting for Jonathan Stewart. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Vol State scored their only run in the bottom of the 3rd. That's a solo home run by the man who's on deck, Noah Rice. So he might have had Schmeigel in there. 2 of the next 4 hitters are left-handed. Noah Rice and Easton Denning, but before that, Elijah Harris, a right-handed hitter. Before Rice, and then Braden Baker's a right-handed hitter. A.J. Armstrong walked to lead off the inning. Jaden Perez walked on 4 pitches. Schmeigel is ready. All State looking for a big comeback. Down by 5 here in the bottom of the 7th of game 1. This is the opening weekend series. 4 games against Glen Oaks. Harris is ready. So is Schmeigel, delivers a slow breaking pitch. Nearly hit Harris. Elijah actually got a hit yesterday. I said he was looking for his first hit. He had an infield single in game 1. There's a hard ground ball in left field. That's going to scoot through, and Coach McGuire going to hold Armstrong at third. And the bases are loaded for Noah Rice. Hard ground ball that just eluded Dominic Anarino, the shortstop. Now Noah Rice, who's 1 for 3, has had a hit in each of the 3 games he's played in. Looking for something new right here, Noah. We're looking for you to get 2 hits in a ball game. Lefty on lefty, and he gets hit by the pitch. I think that caught part of that light blue jersey, and an RBI the easy way. First hit batter, and everybody moves up 90 feet. A.J. Armstrong can come into the dugout, get warmed up. It'll bring Braden Baker, who is due. 0 for 3. Ball State. They got an extra run up there on the board. They put 2 already on the scoreboard. You got 6-2, right? Yeah. 6-2. They put an extra run on that scoreboard up there. I don't know who's running. Is that Revin Suggs running that thing down there? He's using Common Core math or something. I'm not sure what he's doing. That phone used to ring down into the dugout. Somebody needs to let somebody know the scoreboard is incorrect. So, couple of walks. That run right there is charged to Braden Grass. There, the scoreboard is fixed. Smeagol misses way out of the zone. This starts putting pressure on infield, outfield, catcher. Nobody wants to lose a 5-run lead. And right now it's down to 3 as another hit batter. Baker gets plunked, and Easton Denning steps to the plate, who could end the ball game with one swing. And Smeagol, the lefty, is going to be replaced by a right-hander who's now skipping out of the Glen Oaks bullpen. We'll take a break, tell you about the new bottom of the 7th. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit fallstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses. Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. They make the difference between life and death. If you desire to make a difference in your community, Ball State is leading the way in training everyday heroes. We offer EMS, paramedic, and fire science programs. Spring 2024 enrollment is now open. Visit ballstate.edu to learn more.
New pitcher on for Glen Oaks, Jacob Jackson, getting his first appearance of the series. 6 foot, 190-pound freshman from Fort Wayne, Indiana. One of about, I think, 5 from Fort Wayne. Like coming into the bottom of the last inning with the bases loaded and nobody out. And the 3-hole hitter for the opposing team steps to the plate. So if you crave a pressure situation, Jacob Jackson, you just found it. Smeagol leaves the game, pitching to 3 batters. Did not retire a batter. Gave up a hit and 2 hit batters. The 2 runs that were scored charged to Braden Grass, who finishes 2 innings, no hits, 2 runs, having walked those 2 batters. Struck out 3. Easton Denning, first pitch is away, and play a little game up here in the press box called Yard Card, and everybody in the press box gets a yard card. I'm going to play mine right now. I'm going to say Easton Denning is going to leave the yard and walk the Pioneers off if he gets a chance. If he's walked or hit by a pitch, you retain your free yard card. Aaron Higgins, you got one? No yard card, and anybody else playing a yard card? Zeligman, I'm not hearing any. 2-0 pitch. That's just on the outside corner as Jackson is staying away from the middle of the plate, which is a very, very smart idea. 6-3. Tying run at the plate. I'm sorry, the tying run at first. Winning run at the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Jackson working from the windup. Nobody out. 3-1 pitch. Denning is ready. And there's ball 4. RBI walk.
12, Tucker Smith.
I'm going to play my yard card again right here. It doesn't cost you anything, but you can't take them with you. Tucker Smith, 0 for 2. 3 runs in on just 1 hit. That was Elijah Harris. Who just scored. So Armstrong, Perez, and Harris. 1-0 catches the knees on the outside corner. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. 6-4 tying run at second base. This is outside. And I don't know if Jackson pitched on Tuesday. Don't think that box score has shown up yet. There's a cut on a breaking pitch. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two nearly hit the left elbow of Smith. Pioneers have been gifted 5 base runners. Ooh, we had a cut there. Jackson sets him down with the fastball. That was right down the can. One out. Hudson Blank as I lost my yard card. Hudson Blank steps in. He's 1 for 3. The Pizza Man. Fastball over the outside corner. Jackson looks like he's dialing it in now. Walked the first batter he faced, Easton Denning. That walked in a run. Struck out Smith. And the breaking pitch gets out of the glove of Castro. Caroms over toward the Pioneer bench, but not far enough away for Noah Rice. You can't wait on a coach to tell you whether or not to go. That's an instinct right there, and you've absolutely got to be ready. I think Rice would have scored. He runs well. Got to get a good break on that 1-1 pitch, and that causes Hudson Blank to scream for his mommy, Marissa, as he thought he was going to get hit in the left ear hole. Jaden Perez already been hit in the right ear hole, but that was by the catcher who throwing the ball back to the pitcher. 2-1 pitch. This is away. Glen Oaks looking for their first victory of the year, having trouble getting the final 3 outs. Blank could not hold up on the 3-1 fastball. That would have been ball 4. And a full count Ministries, full count. The Dennings have checked in on the email. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Down goes Blank. Back-to-back strikeouts, and now Ball State down to their final out. Tying run at second base. Tucker Lorenz is 0 for 3, stands in. The 9th batter to come to the plate here in the 7th inning. Jackson delivers a slider that misses somewhere. Looked like it was right over the plate. Called ball 1. Out of the zone, says home plate umpire Christian Moffitt. Again, game 2 will start approximately 30 minutes. At the conclusion of this, we'll have a Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. Could be Lorenz. That's a ground ball to third, and stepping on the base, Caleb Mallory. to get the final out on the fielder's choice. And Glen Oaks holds on for their first win of the year, 6-4. Losing pitcher is Nick Godsey. He falls to 0-1. The winning pitcher, Colin Yoder, and Jacob Jackson with the save. I don't know, again, what his previous stats were. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Vikings, 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Ball State. Valiant effort at the end, scored 3, but didn't have a lot of help. They only had 1 hit in the inning, sent 9 to the plate. Caleb Mallory with the fielding of the ground ball, able to step right on the third base bag. 3 runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left aboard in the bottom of the 7th. Toyota of Gallatin, player of the game. Let's see. All State with only 5 hits in the game. We might have to go Gabe Eddington, who came in, did give up a hit that allowed a run, but settled in after that, did not allow any runs after that. He goes 2 2/3. Allowed 2 hits, no runs, struck out 5 and hit a batter. Gabe Eddington is your Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. And now our Toyota of Gallatin Full Count Ministries verse of the game is found in 1 John 5, verse 13. It says, I write these things to you who believe in the name of the Son of God, so that you may know that you have eternal life. That's found in 1 John chapter 5, verse 13, our Full Count Ministries verse of the game. A game that takes 2 hours and 23 minutes to complete. 39 degrees, feels like a 32. Glen Oaks moves to 1-4. Ball State falls back even at 2-2, with the final game in approximately 25 minutes now. So hopefully you can come back and catch game 4 of the series. If not, thanks for joining us on the Vol State Sports Network. For Dr. Wendy Tossenson, the president of Vol State, and athletic director Bobby Hudson, and head coach Jim McGuire. For Connor Cantillo, the director of today's broadcast, this is Tim Ray saying God bless you. Thanks for joining us on the Vol State Sports Network.